This is the first all-electric Riva, the brand new El-Iseo, making its global debut here at Düsseldorf. That's right, it's a Riva that is powered purely by electricity, designed to blast around the Italian Swiss lakes in total silence. It is a Riva, so of course it's a gorgeous thing on board, and we're going to give you a full tour. Let's get going. I'm Jack Haynes. Welcome to YachtBuyer. Before we get into it though, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you'll never miss another tour like this one. There's lots of lovely detailing to enjoy on this boat. Based on the standard Iseo, obviously, all of the clever electric stuff is hidden under there. We'll talk about that in a moment. But just in this little area, there's some gorgeous stuff going on, like the fact they've managed to hide the charging port over that stainless steel grate there. You've got the same over here. This is where you fill the water. Pop-up cleats on both sides, and then right down here at the bathing platform, the shapes here are just stunning. This is California light blue, this colour, by the way, inspired by Ferrari. Quite different. You can have it in a variety of different, more Riva-esque colours maybe, but this really stands out for this special electric model. And just look at this down here, this handhold to help you out the water. You've got a ladder down there, so you can grab onto this. You've got the stainless steel edging down here, little flap down here. You've got your deck shower for when you come out and want to hose off. Towing eye as well if you want to do some water sports off the back of your electric Riva, and no doubt about it when you step on board. This is a Riva. And talking of stepping on board, let's do that now. On board, it's very familiar open Riva. Big sunpad aft, comfortable seating arranged around a table here, and then two really nice helm seats in the protection of that gorgeous wraparound windscreen. Now underneath there's a 250 kilowatt electric motor, and it's got a 150 kilowatt hour battery bank, and they're actually the same batteries that will be used in Formula E next year. So they're designed for high performance. Talking of high performance, the top speed is 40 knots, and we'll talk more about the performance and range later on when we're sitting at the helm. But again, there's some gorgeous detailing to enjoy. There is a canopy under here, but it's tucked underneath all these sections here, so you can't see it, and then you just pop them open, flip it up, and you have some shade for this area. This beautiful high gloss table drops up and down at the touch of a button, and actually it will drop right down. There's an infill cushion, so you can create a chaise longue down this side if you want a bit more space to spread out, and there's some storage underneath these sections as well. There's no wet bar as such, but there is a fridge down there so you can keep some cool drinks, and there's a big storage void down there as well, so you can put all the fenders, any other kit can just be chucked in there. But let's sit to the helm now. Now both of these helm seats bolster, so you can stand and lean well clear of the windscreen if you want to, but I think most of the time you're going to want to put them down and sit, because that is where you get the benefit of this gorgeous windscreen. I've got my rear view mirror so I can see the wake pouring out behind me when I'm out on the water, and this is just lovely. The iconic Riva steering wheel feels absolutely stunning in the hands. It's so hefty and high quality. You've got your MFD in the middle here, and that's a usual Simrad MFD. That's got navigation, all that sort of stuff. You can also link up the engine information to that, AIS, the normal sort of stuff. And then for controlling the sort of electronic side of things, you have a boaing system integrated into this lovely little screen here, and this is all touchscreen, so you can flick between various things. This is navigation, so this is the screen you'd have up when you're going along, telling you how much range you've got, how much charge you've got left in the battery, speed, that sort of thing. You can go to your charging screen as well. And talking of charging, you can actually fast charge this from a standard marina feed, 75 minutes. You can charge this from 20 to 80%. And if you're on a supercharger, like the fake one we've got on the stand here, you can charge it even faster. So genuinely impressive charging times for such a small boat. But back to navigation, and we talked about the performance. So top speed, 40 knots. You're not going to get a huge amount of range from that. 25 nautical miles at 25 knots, and then if you want to maximise the range, 50 nautical miles at 5 knots. And they've actually got 3 different driving modes here: Adagio, Andante, Allegro, and depending on what cruising you're doing, you can choose those 3, and they get sort of faster as you go up the range, and it will maximise efficiency depending on your cruising speed. So Adagio 5 knots, Andante 25, Allegro 40 knots, and it is limited at 40 knots. It would probably go faster than that, but they wanted to limit this one to a 40 knot top speed. And we talk then about usage. You know, it isn't a huge amount of range, but if you think this is designed for Italian lakes, Swiss lakes, that sort of thing, you're not covering huge amounts of ground. It's generally relatively calm, so you can use that nautical mileage, that range, relatively usefully. Not so great offshore, but inland, absolutely spot on. Now, we have been promised a sea trial of this later in the year, so subscribe now, make sure you don't miss it, and hopefully after that I'll be able to talk with a bit more authority about what it's like to drive. But I can certainly talk about the driving position, which is really nice. The throttles are mounted up high. It's an electric boat, but this all feels very familiar. It's a single shaft with a rudder, so you have, it looks like twin throttles, but it's not. It's just one throttle, and forward for forward, neutral and reverse. It's also running the zip wake system. That's doing the trim to keep the boat on a nice level running attitude. You can just put that in auto and not have to think about it anymore. These are generally really good systems, so all you have to worry about is how fast you want to travel and looking good while you're doing it. It may come as a bit of a surprise that the first fully electric product from Ferretti Group is a Riva, but actually when you think about the way this type of boat is used and where it's used, electric propulsion makes quite a lot of sense. And I'm sure there are plenty of people who say powering a Riva with electricity is sacrilege, but I imagine there are a lot of people who said that about powering a Riva with diesel engines, and that works out pretty well. And the other thing to bear in mind is this is a Category B boat. A lot of this boat's rivals from other electric manufacturers, Category C. Anyway, let me know what you think about it. I'm fascinated to know your response to the first electric Riva. Drop me a comment and let me know what you think, and do look out for the sea trial coming along very soon. Subscribe now so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching. I'm Jack Haynes. This is YachtBuyer.